Right. Now, uh, let's see. Size. We'll make it a big brush. Because today, we're going to be talking about catacombs. I'm getting even better at this now. This is actually very impressive stuff. You guys don't know it, but I'm using a trackpad for this. That works. That just about works. Alright, so, what we know about catacombs is quite limited. As we know, once you become, I believe, level 8, you gain access to catacombs. Is this gonna work? Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, technical difficulties. I am very much new to the whole streaming game, and plus I am using my phone. As you can see, catacombs are quite difficult. These say that they close in 3 hours and 7 minutes because it's currently 8 where I am, almost 9. So they're gonna close. They close roughly around midnight or midnight server time, and then they start again. So as you can see, there's a wide selection of heroes. I've already started Orlan's because, as you can see, he is quite a good character, but also he gives you weapons for the Bruiser, which is one of the people on. He also gives you materials for the Bruiser and boot recipes. Boots are very necessary, and what in general Catacombs does is give you some hero tokens, as well as a weapon to it. The best ones, in my opinion, to participate for are the Osgoth and Daeva catacombs, because they give you these green emeralds, which are useful for crafting amulets and rings, which tend to be the pieces of equipment that make your team, really, because they are super useful and can give you bonuses such as regeneration, energy on hit, basically the big stuff that you want necessarily in late. The next important features that you have your team. I think the hero tokens, mine's 7, the second already chose 7 hero tokens for this. It'll probably be a bit lower, around the 5 token mark, and this hero is around 4 mark. Maybe less. I'm on the game, so I'm a bit out of time. Around the where you find the enemies encountered at around the 50 mark and the 60 mark, as well as the 7 mark. So I will try the Wolfgang catacomb and complete it within the 3 hours. Mainly because I want Wolfgang fragment because he is a good healer. He's a good late game healer and great for wolf teams. But because no adhere off Arlena, because he die instantly. We're going to setups, at the bottom we have our assassin, and normally just not supported by someone. But they're going for the ultimate regen. Someone answer away. That's a spear being nice on the Discord. But yeah, so the main reason I'm using this team and focusing on going after her, as I changed the members of the numbers, that is because the general power of my heroes. So considering these top 10 ones, so Sadaharu, Khalil, Daeva, that's 3, Bersha, Lena, my Voss, my Greta, my Naga, my lovely Dr. Wolfgang. All I'm working on, he could be very useful in these because of his ultimate ability. No, I do not want to buy this. Some of the deals are worth buying. That one is not. Not for me, at least. And now we start this catacomb. As you can see, the enemy is going to be level 6, as much higher than any of the heroes. But we get to pick a pillar, which is very so it would be useful to pick attack speed or critical damage. But because we have Khalil and Dr. Wolfgang who heals the ultimate, it's better to take the energy regeneration, in my opinion. Now, let's fight this hard encounter of Bersha and Scarlet LaCroix. We don't have to worry. Now, the battles are automatic. Bersha's new, but he's about to die because my Sadaharu deals a lot of waste. Voss is activating her ultimate, which will now heal my teammates based on their damage dealt. Daeva is going to unleash her ultimate, and as you can see, it is over quickly, and our team doesn't seem to be very damaged. But you can imagine, with the amount of rounds and waves, we're going to pick up and rack up damage, which is why having a healer on your team is incredibly useful. Now, I could go down the center, and that will give me a chest, but the thing is, with the main beginnings of Catacombs, I like to go down the sides, and I know that the top will have hard encounters, but also all the pillars. I would zoom out, but I don't want to risk zooming out and ruining the recording. Now, health regen for support would be good, but magic resistance for vampires would be good. 2 vampires, 2, and we've got 1 human. So we're actually going to go with health regen, because I already know that we're going to get some back row damage dealer like Alyssa's ultimate, which does a wave of damage on all heroes. And I'd rather have my healers healthy in order to heal. So now we're going to watch Wolfgang. Khalil does his ultimate. Voss does her healing. Sadaharu takes Alyssa before her ultimate. The healer we have earlier is just racking kills. Also take into account I have him geared up. That way when he gets hit, he deals a lot of damage. He was doing his ultimate. I remember, but I have a little upset when he gets hit. He gets a lot of energy. What happened there was Alice, the legendary hunter of sorts, did her ultimate, and when Khalil was doing his, the 6 shots that normally happens on Alice's turn happened immediately on Khalil. Now, I think that is a small bug with the game, but it's okay because it's completely done. And now, as you see, bonus to health, not really useful for one go. I'd rather pick with these 2. We've already took health regeneration for our supports, but Daeva is not a support, but also energy is based on how much damage your heroes deal, so if that activates more and more while we're dealing damage, that'd be very useful. So we want that up almost constantly, so that way we get great amounts of healing. So that's why I chose the energy regen for my vampires, but also because the heroes in the back that I have are also vampires. And also, Daeva will be using her ultimate a lot more often, which will mean, in the long run, more ultimates used and damage being dealt. Daeva's only another one. Worried about Khalil dropping, but oh god, Nif's done. No, Khalil, and Sadaharu had to waste his ultimate there. Fine, we're not worried. That's only one hero down. Wolfgang has one of the notoriously hardest runs to complete, which is why we like to have heroes in the back. So, normally, what you want is like tank in the middle, and then your frail people on the side, so that way all the people strike in the middle. However, our tank is dead. Our assassin is nearly dead. We're going to go with Bersha, who has high dodge chance, and also because he's level 68, which is exactly exactly the opposite level of what we're fighting against. See? We're fighting against 86, and our guys are 68. This one should be fine, because it's some rangers, but I'm worried about the first stage. Hopefully I don't have to use a revive, but I have plenty stocked up from the stat mat before he gets his ultimate off, which is great. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose that. We're probably gonna lose Birsha on this one. Let's see, who are we fighting against? Lovely pillar to start on next one. We're fighting a Sadaharu, an Alice, a stat mat, plenty of humans, and we'll just click fight. If we die, we die. That's just how I can accept it. Oh, I just hope I don't. Oh, well, he's dead. Well done, Bersha. You did one fight and caused trouble for our Sadaharu, who's gonna die because those rangers are taking out. The Sadaharu was doing a lovely job of distracting my Daeva, but now she's gonna get her ultimate off. Wolfgang's gonna heal himself and the Daeva before dying. But now we've only got the Alice to worry about. Our team looks very much crippled. But the good thing is, we've got our two key components of our team still alive, which is Voss and Daeva. And with that, we can set up a very good team with who's left. And there should be a healing spot right over there. I'm gonna zoom out. Okay. Let's see. We've got one healing spot over there. Two chests, a healing spot there. The thing is, we've got a healing spot. Fight Sadaharu. Pillar. Sadaharu. That's not nice. There's a Dame Vicky. 2 pillars. 3 pillars. But no healing spots. We want a healing spot, so we're going to take the middle. We're going to get the... What will we get? What support hero stuff will we get? Armor, because armor is very useful. And we will take the fight to Dame Vicky, and we will continue. But, because we've got some of our members dead, it's going to give us the option of choosing who to add in. We're going to have our lovely Lucreta. We're going to move Daeva to the back row. We're going to put Morwenna on the side. She has a bonus for every vampire on the team. She gets reduced melee damage. Key thing is that it's melee damage. And now, we're going to take a very risky choice of... We're actually going to put Arlen over there in the middle because he gets armor, but also his bonus gives Bloodthirst, which is basic attacks heal when fighting in Catacombs, which is useful. But also, we're 5 vampires, so Morwenna's ability, she'll be able to tank more hits, which is very useful. Oh god. Let's see how we fight against this. I am very worried because they are not close at all. Oh, but now because Dave is in the back in the middle, she's going to be striking the back row. Question is Arlen... No. No, Arlen's not going to survive long enough. Lucreta used her ultimate. The question is she going to die? No, she's not, because Dame Vicky's dead. And we... Morwenna! Yes! 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 Yeah. No, wasn't worried whatsoever. Now, what we can do is we can heal all... Oh, for 40%. We can heal all our fallen heroes. Or we can heal one at full health and one of our heroes. You see, the heal and revive will be useful if we had one downed. heal all heroes, heals all the currently alive heroes. That's useful if you're like swapping in and out. But because my heroes don't actually survive the round and I don't swap in and out, I keep them going, I'm going to have to revive all my fallen. And look at that. Our 5 revived at just 40% health. And now, we're not going to make the mistake of going into the next fight immediately. We're going to change our squad up because we have our heroes that can fight. Luckily, we held off. We held off just enough. Arlen, you did good job. You can rest. Now I'm gonna put Daeva back up there. I'm gonna put Sadaharu at the bottom. I'm gonna put Wolfgang back. And now we've got our original team. Almost as if we didn't die whatsoever. Now the question that we face now is, which way do we want to go? We can continue down the center and fight Sadaharu for more of those hexagon tokens, but I don't really care for them. What I want is those little green chests. So I'm going to fight the bishop, which is a normal encounter. But again, normal encounter for me is level 88, which can be quite tough for some. We're also at 40% health, so I don't want to risk any of my heroes dying after I've just healed them. I'm hoping that with the Voss passive of HP regen based on their own health, and that they get enough energy. And look at that, team is fully healed. Fully healed. All because Bishop sucks. Look at that, boom. We're gonna kill him before his ultimate even damages our team. His ultimate shoots 4 random targets in the air. And it takes a while for them to land. There's like a little delay between his animation and the damage being dealt. Which means if you kill him before then the things will drop and deal no damage. Because you've already defeated the whole entire wave. Which is why you need to be careful with who you pick for heroes. You don't want ultimates that lag like that. Khalil's stun is amazing because of that. And that's why I picked him, because one, he stuns people, and it's straight after his animation. Daeva's has some lag to it, same with Voss and activating her ability. But Sadaharu's has minimal lag, Wolfgang has minimal lag, Daeva has some lag, which means you can get some issues where she dies mid-animation and you only get like a little bit off. And there you go. We're now going to be breezing through quite a lot of it. Yeah, these are the hexagon tokens for hard encounters. We can deal with hard encounters, but not back to back to back to back to back. Because we are very under-leveled compared to the heroes we approach in the Catacombs. Which is where the enjoyment comes from. Because you know it's not going to be very easy. It's not a very easy fight. You don't want to breeze through it. It's definitely easier than what it was beforehand. But it's also why you want to focus on your main team. Because if your main team is strong enough to solo all of the Catacomb, like this team here, which relies on the back support row, if the back support wasn't there, then the rest of the team on the front line would be dead. Like, you've seen how many times they've come close to dying, and then all of a sudden Voss's ultimate perks up, and then Khalil suddenly starts healing massive amounts because his damage dealing capabilities. Like, some of the big things that happen are Voss activating her ability and then Khalil doing his ultimate straight after. That means all the people he affects with his area of effect stun causes him to heal, which is great. And now this is the victory reward of Wolfgang fragments. That's what we want. It's important to go to the second star. This fight should be hard, but they're fighting with only 4 people. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but some of these heroes run through walls, which is hilarious, in my opinion. Grimmer's poisoned, which means if he activates his ability, his shield is no longer a problem. We're worried about Catherine, but that's okay. She's gonna die eventually once her shield runs out, which is in like 3 seconds. LaCroix activated his ultimate, which will deal massive damage to that little circle. But the thing is, it's now over, and my characters walked into it. They walked into it, and they're still alive. With 300% damage. So yeah, my back row is a bit damaged up, but that's okay. We've got our Wolfgang fragments, and we're no chumps. We're not losers. Obviously, we're going to keep going. We had a little scare. It was just a little one. Wasn't worried at all after that. Now, we could give... Okay, these are all bonuses to support. I'm just going to take dodge chance because it is better to avoid damage overall than to get hit. Because if you have armor, that's good. If you take dodge, you don't take the damage. Okay, there's a healing spot right before the fight. That's one chest, one healing, one pillar. Easy fights. 2 pillars, 3 pillars, a healing spot that way. We can go hard in 1, 2, 3 pillars and a chest. But we'd have to fight Lucreta, which will destroy our back row, Sadaharu, which will poison 2 of those, and what appears to be a Bersha. If we go down that route, we'll most likely die. So let's give it a go. Why not? It's worth the risk. 3 pillars is a lot. Plus, I trust myself not to die. I mean, look at this. We haven't come close to dying. Not a single hero is dead. Anymore, but none of them have died. Now, for those of you who have stuck around and are still watching the rest of my stunning Catacomb gameplay, you'll notice that every single time LaCroix is on the field, we win, and our heroes are pretty much at full health. That is because he is trash. He sounds awesome on paper, but is trash. Don't think I've expressed that enough. That being said, I believe there's some polls going on for a tier list of all the heroes. Please make sure that LaCroix gets S tier, because anyone who runs him on his main team should have him as an S tier, in their hearts at least. Now here we have a choice of health regen for our supports, max health for our werewolves, war for our supports. Now Wolfgang does more healing based on his max HP being higher. So I'm going to take the support being at 10%, because also there's some back row damage dealers coming up. And I'd rather have my supports being comfortably healthy than worry about them. Like, my Daeva hasn't actually healed once. Like, she heals from Voss's passive, but that's about it. Khalil opening with... Oh, look at that, Wolfgang being nice. Ruining everything I've said earlier. And look at that, the dodge is already coming into effect. I saw a dodge appear on the screen, poison, all the numbers, all the fancy stuff. Khalil's about to die, but that's okay, Wolfgang's got him. Now he's back at full. Stun's gonna stun stat, and that's it. He was gonna do his ultimate, but he got stunned, and then he got beaten up. Tends to be the case. Now, we keep getting all these weird junk items and speed ups. Now you may be wondering, when will I ever use those? Ooh, werewolf magic resistance, that looks good. Max health for humans for that one Sadaharu. No. We'd rather take 2 max health or magic resistance. Now I'm going to take magic resistance because this is the support. So I'm expecting lots of magic people. Like Alyssa's tank, like ultimate counts as magic. I don't know. Sadaharu stabs with his stinger. He's like a scorpion man. Robot scorpion man. Steampunk scorpion man. But yeah, there's different sorts of magic damage, and if Khalil is more immune to magic, that'd be great, because that means all those ranged attackers behind will deal less damage to him. Also means that Wolfgang can probably try to heal someone else other than Khalil. Look at that. The shield burst did nothing to Khalil. It hit everyone else, but because we had that magic resistance, it did not do that much damage. Yeah, that empowered shot right there really took his health down. Look at it. Look at this beautiful scrap. And these 1 minute speed ups. The real treasure of the hard encounters is those purple hexagon coins. But also this. You'll be noticing that the graphics are a lot lower on my gameplay, because I run my graphics at the lowest speed possible, so that way I have the highest speed of gameplay. I mean, I could change the settings and make it look nicer, but if I do that, then the video of them fighting in the catacombs will become a lot more buggy. There's been a lot more errors associated with higher graphics on this game, and they normally recommend for you to lower the graphics in order for the bugs to stop. So, I don't want to risk, like, ruining your guys' experience, but lower graphics tends to be better in the long term. And look at that. Our team is fully healed. Don't use... He's got, like, 2 health. Why'd you have to use it? Khalil's got his charged up. Voss has his. We're looking pretty comfortable for this. And the main reason why is because we keep going for the pillars and the hard encounters. It's useful, but it is scary. And in the middle we took the healing route because we needed it. Now we can give more health to Wolfgang for his active healing with his ultimate. But I'd much rather have health regen or magic resistance on my vampires. So I'm going to take health regen, so that way Khalil doesn't die immediately. And we will fight this team of Locust, Dame Vicky. Now we're worried about Dame Vicky because she's been known to kill teams who are not prepared for her. Luckily we have Daeva taking on the ghost of Dame Vicky, who walked through a brazier and a wall. Now Khalil's going to stun. Dame is going to be killed before she can unleash her ultimate. Locust is dead, and then Bishop last. He's not even going to get off his ultimate. Look at this. That vial of poison, boom. Long distance throw from Sadaharu. He stabs, and that is a 3 out of 3. No deaths at any point, and now I have this awesome weapon. Staff of Prosperity. We have a lot of components for crafting, and we have a bunch of silk for support and boot recipes. I clicked OK. That means I'm done. Let me out. And that is how you do a catacomb, as well as some thoughts of gameplay as well.